Hello, my name is April. I'm with North Texas DSA's Housing Justice Commission. Last week I did a video entitled All the Things You Need to Know About Eviction in Dallas in Under 2 Minutes. If you missed that video, I'm going to link it right here, and then I'm also going to put that down in the comments so that you can go back and watch it if you need to. What I want to do in this video is 3 things. I want to answer a question that I got in the comments last week. I want to tell you some new information that I have, and then I want to tell you how you can get involved to help out folks just like yourself who are facing some really tough circumstances in this time. So number one, so first of all, if you have a question, please leave me a comment and I will try to address it. I'll either email you or I'll try to make a video about it, because more than likely you're not the only person who has that question. Like 10 years ago, I was actually evicted and I didn't know any of this information, which is why I want to do this and help out as much as I can. So somebody asked, what if you just decide to leave when you get the order to vacate? Right? Say you have like a safe place that you want to move to, and you've already got everything set up to go ahead and move. If you decide to do that, remember that like your landlord is not your best friend. They may still try to take you to court. So number one, try to negotiate something in exchange for your keys. Like, don't just hand them over. Say, hey, will you knock off X amount if I give you the keys tomorrow and move out? If you make that agreement, number 2 important thing, make sure you get that agreement in writing. And number 3, you might still have a court date. So if you still have a court date, you still need to show up. And if you don't know like how to negotiate or what to ask for or what to get in writing, you can go to www.dallasevictions2020.com and email and ask an attorney to help. They're free attorneys. They are here to help you. Okay, number 2. What would happen, I wondered, if like somebody in your house had COVID-19 and the sheriff's department was coming to evict you? Well, I guess in that case, they would have to wait an extra 2 weeks because they wouldn't want to be exposed to the virus. And when you're exposed to the virus, you're supposed to quarantine for 2 weeks. Assuming that the sheriff doesn't have a COVID test handy and definitely wouldn't be able to get the results immediately, you should probably tell that sheriff when they come to evict you that you may have been exposed or you may have COVID-19, and they will have to, for their own safety, reschedule that eviction. We don't know 100% that works every time, but from my inside sources, there are people who have been able to reschedule their evictions by claiming that they have COVID-19 and that it was not safe for the sheriff's department to evict them. Here's the last thing. So the last part of this video is in 2 parts. There are 3 justices who are continuing to hold eviction hearings even though there's a crisis. I want to let you know who those people are. And if you're interested in what they look like, I'm going to leave links down in the comments because I was curious. So it is Judge Margaret O'Brien, Judge Al Circone, and Judge Stephen Sider. They're all in either North Dallas or Northeast Dallas, and they're continuing to hold eviction court. So look down in the link to see who they are, and be aware if you're up for eviction and you're in one of those areas that those justices cover, you may still have to go into court, even though all the other justices in the face of COVID-19 have suspended their courts. They had a choice and they decided not to. Cool. The last thing, after you see these lovely faces of these justices, if you're fired up, if you're angry that normal everyday people are getting kicked out of their houses when it's 103 degrees outside and you want to do something about it but you don't know what to do, you can join a Facebook group. It's called Dallas Stops Evictions. You'll be able to see what people in your area are doing and what you can do to pitch in and help, or what services or help that you can get personally if you're facing eviction. Also, you could join organizations in the area that are helping. The Poor People's Campaign is one of those organizations. You can look them up on Facebook. And another really good organization is mine, DSA North Texas. I am going to put the email where you can reach us down and you can tell us about your situation and pitch in and help. So if I get more questions in the comments, I will make another video next week. Until then, stay cool and stay safe.